support from collectors has been great throughout the pandemic. It's really helped galleries continue to exist and artists continue to make work. And so sales have been very strong, in 2019, 2020 and still 2021. So the market is looking very good.
Frieze is very important. First of all, it allows us to engage with our collectors that we already know, but more interestingly, or perhaps more excitingly for us, it actually allows us to meet new collectors. So it allows us to introduce our artists to a much wider audience. And it seems like it is a very international fair this year. We've had a lot of collectors come from America, a lot from Europe, perhaps less so from Asia, but that makes sense just with quarantine regulations.
So when you go to a gallery, it's often quite a curated experience because they've got the viewer in mind as well as the buyer in mind. Well, at an art fair, ultimately it's about buyers. So people like me, we're not the target audience, but it's great to see so much art and we can love it and we can experience it. The only difficulty is where do you spend your time? I mean, there is a real risk of what's sometimes referred to as fair fatigue, where you see so much art that you can't see anything more and it's not processing in your. And if you try and see Frieze London and Frieze Masters in the same day, then that is quite the day. So there is a risk of that happening, but I suppose it's a question of, are you really interested in having your finger on the pulse of what's happening with contemporary art, what's selling and what's hot right now, and this is the place where you'll find out.